Well, some people are more than ready to look beyond the election and focus on a happier time like Christmas.
News 13's Victoria Dunkel is streaming live from the Biltmore Estate, where she found a whole team ready to deck the halls. The tree arrived today. And Victoria, I want to know the secret here, because I've tried to put the tree up in my house several times, and it takes, you know, like 100 feet of wire and cable before that thing falls down. 30 feet, it would never stand a chance in my place.
Well, Frank, I got you covered, because I found out a few of the secrets for bringing in one of the largest trees into a private home that you will ever find. And it happens every year here at Biltmore Estate. In fact, they actually do 2 trees, right? Leanne Donnelly is with the public relations here. So today's the first tree of the season.
Yes.
And how tall is it going to be?
Between 35 and 37 or so feet tall.
Wow. Now, they've been doing this event almost 40 years here.
Yes.
And it is an event. Just the arrival of the tree coming up in front of the house is a major event. Tell us a little bit about why not just any tree will do.
Well, we love to be able to show people what we believe George Vanderbilt did with the Christmas decorations when he opened the home in 1895. And one of the things that we know he did is he brought in this very huge 35-foot tall Christmas tree for this room, very room. And of that style, the Victorian era, back then, the tree style was very relaxed and the limbs kind of just were natural, as opposed to what we have become accustomed to, the perfect triangle shape.
Oh, yes, right.
And so now we have been working with a family nursery in Avery County, Christmas Tree Land, for over 30 years. They grow the Christmas trees for the banquet hall and now for the front lawn of Biltmore House.
And it is amazing. Now, Frank was talking about this. We're watching them bring in the scaffolding behind us here.
Yes.
And in this room, they rig this up with pulleys and so on. I don't know if, Adam, if you can go up there, but they've got to get that huge tree around the lighting, the flags, the trophies that are mounted on the wall, and it goes back into this corner behind us here. Not an easy feat, but Frank, you know what? Maybe you can come out later today and they'll give you a few pointers. Your tree's what, 7 feet tall? I think you might be able to pull it off.
I think usually it's around 4 when I get done chopping off the bottom and the top, you know. It's terrible. It's
you
an
need
ugly
to know
looking
when to
thing.
say when, Frank.
Maybe you should just start smaller to
I
begin
can use
with.
some help with tree, you know, trimming too.
Well, Halloween decorations have been sharing shelf space with some other holiday designs. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
And News 13's Victoria Dunkel is streaming live from one home that's almost ready to celebrate the season. Victoria, we are getting an inside look this morning at the decorating going on there at the Biltmore.
Yeah, and the team is already here. They actually got here and started making way in this great banquet hall for the arrival of the huge tree later today. And it is a huge team of people pulling this off. They're getting ready to take the main table out here in just a couple minutes. Leanne Donnelly is with public relations here at Biltmore, and this is just a phenomenal effort that they take on. And tell us a little bit about what's going to happen and how this room is going to transform.
Well, we are going to bring in a 35-foot tall Christmas tree. Santa Claus is going to bring that in on a wagon, and then a bunch of our employees will carry it into the Biltmore house. They'll lay the tree in the floor, and they'll get pulleys attached to it, and then they're going to pull it up and put it in place.
And okay, they just did take the video that was showing some of the decorating efforts.
Yes.
This is, how many people are going to be working on this today?
Gosh, it's hard to say because the teams kind of move in and out all day long. They get it done in about 8 hours. It is a giant tree, and so it takes a huge team effort, but it's a little army.
You were telling me one of the secrets for this tree, and it's a tradition that the Vanderbilts did have, and it involves presents that really add a fullness to the tree. Tell us about that.
Well, Mr. Vanderbilt, in 1895, when he opened the house on Christmas Eve, he had 500 wrapped gifts that were placed into the tree itself along each of the limbs, and we carry on that tradition today. That is part of our secret for creating that Biltmore glow on all of our Christmas trees. We pack our trees full of ornaments and lights. We start at the trunk and work our way out, and that way it just creates this very full, beautiful, light-filled effect.
And it is amazing.
Yes.
And you know what? You can get a chance to check it out. Right now we're in a process here, but when it is done, it is well worth the visit. Christmas at Biltmore actually starts this Saturday. Of course, you can't come out today for the big tree arrival,
Yes.
but the actual event starts this Saturday and goes all the way through January 1st. It is amazing. And Leanne was telling me the wonderful candlelight evening Christmas event here starts on November 9th. And so you can find out more about getting tickets, the timing, everything you need to be able to check it out in person at WLOS.com. Click on more info when you get there. Coming up, we're going to learn a little little bit more about just exactly what type of tree is worthy of the Biltmore experience. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.